Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. What's going on today? I'd like to talk a little bit about my solar. What I've experienced, and I think I've had it up and running about 4 or 5 days, something like that. And let you fill you in on some of the features my inverter has. It has 45 different settings. Took me a long time to adapt to that. I've been playing with the settings and trying to fine tune things to suit my needs. And one of the things I really enjoy is being able to program it according to I look at the weather forecast. So I can be prepared for brownouts. It's got settings where I can set it up to where I have solar, utility, and battery. So what that means, during the daytime, if there's any sunshine, it will use the solar to power my house. And once the sun goes down, it switches back to utility, saving the batteries. Presently, that's the way I've got it set up. And the reason for that, for the next week, the weather's showing thunderstorms and all this good stuff, and it's just a miserable weather forecast. Yesterday, we had some sunshine. Not much, but we had some. And every now and then, the sun would break out, and I'm getting, with my current panels, I've exceeded anything I've ever gotten in the past as far as the wattage, which is, it just blew my mind. If I could get that type of day every day, or, for extended periods, it would be a big reduction in our electric bill. But that's just fantasizing at the moment. This is the wet season. Another good thing about the inverter, another feature, it's actually set up to where I can put 2 different strings of solar panels to it. But presently I'm only using 1 string. I've done the math. If I could afford to put another string up of similar wattage, which put me over 6,000 watts of solar panels, closer to 7. On a cloudy day, overcast day, I still would be able, in most cases, to have enough solar coming in to do the house and keep the batteries up, and actually program it for solar, battery, utility, which would give me, on the average day, a good 20 hours, and only 4 hours on the grid. That's my goal. With the current batteries I have. Now I can upgrade my batteries, add another pack, and do 24/7 on decent sunshine days. It don't have to be a total sunshine day if I had that group of panels. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Allergies. Good time for the allergies to kick in. But 7,000 watts of solar panels would give, and another set of batteries would put me at a power bill that would be probably less than $20 a month for most months. Maybe in some months it's 0, which would be fantastic. Now, if I can get a power bill where I can keep my electricity down in that group, excuse me, Like I said, bad timing for my allergies to kick in. That happens. Usually early mornings. That would be fantastic. Another thing features it has, if it comes available from my area, it's not available for here, uh, not out here off the road as far as I am, where I can do any excess, sell it back to the grid. Or in this case, you don't get no money back, you just get credit towards your electric bill, which would be great. I didn't know that feature was on there when I purchased it. I didn't see that. But in an owner's manual, it shows that. At the moment, I have it programmed, or it don't put nothing on the grid. Sorry guys. And some of the other features is that, of course, naturally you can select what type of battery you have. I highly recommend the LiPo 4 batteries at this time until something better shows up. Which is, you can charge and discharge for many years. Should be able to get 15 to 20 years of a decent set of batteries. And in my case, I'm using two 24-volt batteries that I can actually do in series. I purchased them just for that purpose because I knew I was going to do an upgrade. My old batteries, they're not capable of that. Now, my goal is to sell those batteries at a very reduced price, and the old solar controllers, and save those funds towards some more panels. The price of solar panels here in the Philippines have dropped dramatically. For another string of panels, say if I put another 4,000 watts up there, rough estimate, about $800, something like that, which is not an extreme amount of money, unless you don't have it like me. But that's just a small example of how much some of these prices have dropped. And batteries have dropped too. Batteries that used to cost $1,000, you can buy half that now. And it's amazing. That's one reason I've been doing some upgrades, because it's come within my reach. My next step, when I get it finished, I will do a video of it. Is straighten up all my wiring and put it in conduit and so forth. And I won't have to repaint that wall where I took all the old stuff down. Everything behind the stuff I had mounted is faded and so forth, which is no big deal. It's just a small room. I can do it on a gallon of paint. But excuse me. God, bad timing. Oh. And I'm looking at it just now, cracking daylight, and it's going to be another one of those days. But I should be able to, hopefully, solar today, even with the overcast. Because my average wattage is around 500 to 1,000 watts throughout the day and night per hour. Even though I got a lot of appliances deep freeze, refrigerators, pumps, so forth. But the way things operate here, it rarely exceeds over 1,000 watts. Sometimes it goes 11, 1,200, but not often, which is not a great deal of consumption. But on average, you're still looking at 20 kilowatts a day. That's another reason I need around 7,000 watts of solar panels. So I can acquire that through the first part of the day and have enough to do at night. And still power the house. I'm trying to think of some of the other features of the unit. Oh yeah, it does have Wi-Fi. What I like about that is I tested it while I was in San Carlos a couple of days ago, and I actually can monitor what my system is doing away from home. Now, I've not gotten efficient with it yet. I don't know if I can change settings or not at this time. I've not tried. I'm not going to assume I can, because you know what assume does. But at least I can monitor what's going on. Everything is functioning normally. It's doing a fantastic job. It's more efficient. I've noticed that with my batteries. I've tested when I first hooked it up. I'm getting an extra almost 2 hours out of my battery pack over the old inverter I had. Speaking of the old inverter, I actually sold it. I lost a lot of money on it, but I used it for 2 years. The guy that bought it, I explained to him what it was doing, and he understands that, because I didn't want a bad rep. When I delivered it to him a couple of days ago when I was in San Carlos, that's perfect then. I had a couple other things we need to do, pick up paint from school for one thing. We've done everything on one trip. Before he paid me his final payment on it, I said, you do understand that the solar controller does not work on this unit. He said, yeah, I remember you telling me that. I said, good, because I don't want any negatives. That's where I'm at on that. Now, I do have another inverter that I've had for a long time for sale. It's not a hybrid inverter, it's a pure off-grid inverter. It's a Sandy and Snap. Both of those are the same, 3,000 watt, 24 volt. And I got my solar controllers. Now, if I can manage to sell the batteries and that inverter and those controllers, that'd get me about halfway where I need to be to get those solar panels. So keep your fingers crossed, and hopefully I get some buyers for it. Because that would put me probably January or February, maybe. It might be possible. Maybe. Got my fingers crossed on it. But that's where I'm at. Oh, by the way, I was telling you earlier about having dual string inputs for the solar panels. In my case, it's perfect. Because I put north and south side. And the way the sun comes up from east to west in the seasons, I can take advantage of that very well. I mean, I can keep my consistent year round. Instead of right now, when it gets around end of November to about mid-January, I don't get a lot of solar because the way the panels were set up. Even though I got some on the south side and the north side, but still doesn't produce as well. And now if I can separate that, but north and south, it will make a huge difference. Anyway, folks, I'm going to have to run because my allergies drive me crazy. And it's kind of embarrassing to do this on camera. So y'all take care. Hopefully I'll see you on the next one.